Hey guys, what is up and welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for watching this video. So it's been a while since I did a sit down video for you guys and I thought I would just catch up with you all a little bit. So we're gonna do the part-time YouTuber tag today. There are a lot of new people who are here on this channel and joining this little family that we have here. So I think that this video could be good for you guys to get to know me a little bit better. But for the basics, if you're new here, hi, my name is Effie or Fujina. One's a nickname, one's my real name. You can use either of them. And I'm uploading videos on YouTube for almost 2 years now, I feel like. So this idea for this part-time YouTuber tag came from one of my YouTube friends called Mary Kate. Here is her YouTube if you wanna check that out. Her name is Mary Kate Creates. I love watching her vlogs and yeah, check it out if you want to. And thank you so much, Mary Kate, for the idea for this video. So let's get into the first question. The first question is, what is your main gig? Do you work full-time? Are you a student, a parent? Spill the beans. Spill the beans, I love that. Okay, so I'm a full-time student. I am 25 and I'm finishing my master's in clinical and health psychology, which is crazy to think about. So most of my time I spend with studying. Right now I'm writing my thesis. We have to do 2 different kinds of theses, so it's quite hard. So that's what I do mostly. I also have a job right now. It's a part-time job. I am a receptionist in one of the, like in a huge building in the center of the city. I live in Budapest, Hungary. So I do that part-time. And I also just got a new part-time kind of job, which has to do with social media and social media marketing. So I'm doing quite a few things and I'm also doing YouTube. But yeah, my main gig has to be studying because I want to be a psychologist. What made you want to start YouTube? I think the first time I thought about wanting to do YouTube was around 5-ish years ago. Maybe 4. I always loved to take videos and loved to take pictures. With YouTube, I found that it's just a great way to get creative with your videos. You can make your YouTube channel whatever you want to make it about. And yeah, sure, you can get money from it, which is a great extra income if you're like studying full-time like I do and have a job. I really believe in just having different sources of incomes, so that's also a great way. But what made me want to do it was really just putting videos together. I always wanted to learn how to do video editing, and I think it was 2.5 years ago when that was like 3 years ago when I bought my MacBook, and I never really like went through all the applications that it had. And 2.5 years ago I was like, hey, iMovie, okay, that's cool, so maybe I should try that out. And I just had a trip to Amsterdam. We went with one of my friends for modeling for 3 days, and I was like, okay, I'm just gonna take a few videos and then just mash it together and add some music and we will see what will happen. And I literally sat down in one of my best friend's room. We were just hanging out and I was like, hey guys, I'm just gonna try this video editing thing, like it will be just a second. And I think it was around 4 or 5 hours later that I just emerged from my laptop and everyone was like, hey, like, where were you? Like, what happened? I was like, guys, I just edited a video. And I just realized that editing videos puts me in such a flow. It relaxes me and I can be really creative and create whatever story I want to create and say whatever I want to say and make it look like however I want to make it. What is your channel about? Do you stick to one niche or do you cover a few? You guys, I think I'm just trying to figure out. I think I changed my channel banner 2 weeks ago and it says vlogs, lifestyle and psychology, because first when I started, the first video was, as I said, this travel vlog, which is just a horrible video, like in retrospect, but everyone has to start from somewhere, right? And I did a few travel videos after, and well, they are the ones which do the best on my channel, and I would love to do some more, but I just can't right now because of the situation. So my idea was doing travel videos and just kind of show around Budapest. I have quite a few friends from around the world, and whenever they're coming to Budapest, I always love to show them around. I used to work in one of those like hop-on hop-off buses. So yeah, that was the idea, and then I realized, okay, I love fashion, I love putting together outfits, so maybe that could be one angle, but also psychology is what is my passion, is what I want to do in my whole life. So there's just, I cannot stick to one niche. I tried, but I just cannot put myself into one box. I never could, and I never will. So those are the three things: lifestyle, psychology, and vlogs. Did you always know YouTube would be a side gig, or do you ever want to be a full-time YouTuber? I think about this a lot. I love social media. I see the good sides and the bad sides of it. I think if you become a bit more conscious about how and what you're consuming, I think social media can be amazing. It can help a lot of people. You can reach a lot of people if you have a message that you want to put out in the world, and if you want to create, it's a great creative outlet. So long story short, yes, I have thought about doing YouTube full-time, but I love what I study. I wouldn't have studied for 6 years now if I didn't want to be a psychologist. So it would be great, but also not at the same time. I think in an ideal, perfect world, I would be a YouTuber, and I would work as somebody that like something that has to do with social media, because I love it. Like I genuinely enjoy social media marketing. Like I never thought that I would enjoy that, but I do. It interests me. But I also want to be a successful psychologist, clinical psychologist, preferably. So yeah. What is your schedule like? When do you film? When do you edit? Schedule! Yay! Okay, so every time, like every few months, I try to stick to a schedule, and then life says, no, it's not happening. I love having a schedule, like in my mind. I love to have a schedule, and I always write lists. I'm a huge lists person. Again, in an ideal world, I would put out 2 videos a week. I tried it. Right now it's just not happening because of everything that I'm doing right now, trying to finish university and work and everything. But if I do put out videos, it's on a Tuesday or a Saturday, so just try to remember that, or put on your notifications and then you will know. But those are the days, except for last week. Like I can have such big guilt when I don't hit my schedule day. Last week I would have had to upload this video on a Tuesday, and I was getting sick, and I don't know, I just feel such a huge responsibility to put out the videos, because I promised to you guys on Instagram. I know this is gonna sound really stupid, but I couldn't, and I have to know my boundaries. Number 6, how do you keep your YouTube channel organized? Do you plan videos ahead, or just film what you feel like? It really depends. For example, 2 days ago, I couldn't really sleep, and it was around 1:30 a.m. You know, anxiety things, my mind was racing, and I just had 5 like random video ideas, and I kept like waking up, writing it down in my computer, trying to go back to sleep, waking up with another idea, writing it in my computer, and going back to sleep. So I don't know, it really goes both ways. Sometimes I really do plan them out, but with vlogs you cannot really plan them out. I mean, if I'm filming like days in my life, I'm obviously not going to pick days when I am just at home and I am studying, because that would be really unenjoyable for you guys to watch. But I'm trying to keep my balance. How do you feel about sponsored videos on YouTube? Have you, or would you ever do one on your channel? I have given a lot of thought to this sponsor thing on YouTube. From a creator's point of view, it's I think it's great, not just because of the money, but because you have this platform, may it be small, medium, or a big platform. You can show your audience what you stand by and what you believe in. It can be a service or it can be a product. For example, my message, or one of my messages, is trying to be a little bit more mindful about what we consume and how we live in this world, trying to be a little bit more ethical. Sometimes it happens and I can do it, sometimes I cannot. But for example, if there would be a brand that would want to work with me, which stands by these messages, I would feel really honored and I would be really happy to show you guys or let you guys know about that said brand, because I would feel like I could represent that brand, because we feel like the same, you know, like we vibe. And if that happens with a YouTuber, that's great. But when you see YouTubers who are just really doing it for the money, and you cannot really tell if they are really using that item or they really stand by what that brand is representing, that just comes off a little weird and it's unauthentic for me. I think authentic is the word that I've been looking for. If that would happen, I would be more than happy to work with the brand. Maybe it will happen in the future. I would love to work with Hungarian brands because I'm Hungarian. I'm trying to support the local things, but also like international brands. That would also be great if I stand by what their message is, or if I genuinely use their products, or if I genuinely like their products after trying them out, then yeah, why not? Okay guys, we are at the last question. What do you think is the biggest challenge of doing YouTube part-time? I think the biggest challenge doing YouTube part-time is what I touched on before, is trying to stick to my schedule, because sometimes something happens at university and I have to focus on that more, or maybe I have to do more shifts at work and then I cannot film in the afternoons, for example. That happens so many times. And also, if you're not doing YouTube part-time, I don't think it has to do with doing it part-time, but sometimes I just don't feel like being in front of a camera. And as much as I'm trying to be real and authentic and honest with you guys, sometimes I don't want to be in front of a camera, and sometimes it just gets too much, and I don't want to put out there everything, but I'm certainly trying to share this message that nothing's ever perfect, and I'm trying to work on my perfectionism, and YouTube is a great outlet for this. It really reminds me that like I don't have to be perfect, because perfect is, let's just be honest you guys, perfect is really boring. So I think this is the hardest part of it, not being able to stick to a schedule, and sometimes I just get discouraged and I just don't want to be in front of a camera. But I think that happens with everyone who does YouTube. If you're a YouTuber and you feel this way, please let me know down below, because I definitely have those moments, days or weeks when I just don't feel like filming, or even just being on social media. I'm just not posting for a few days on Instagram, and then comes that guilt in me, like, oh my god, I should have posted, because a lot of you guys, it's just crazy how nice you guys are. A lot of you guys are sending me these DMs and messages and letting me know that sometimes like one of my videos, how much it helped you, and it reminded you that you're not alone in something, like when I talk about anxiety and something. And I just don't want to let you down, like I would never want to do that. And sometimes when I don't post, I feel that way, but I know that, I guess it's just in my head. But anyways, you guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and maybe if you didn't watch my videos before, now you got to know me a little bit more, I hope. If you enjoyed these kind of sit down videos, please let me know in the comment section down below. If there is any kind of tag that you want me to do, I would be happy to do so. Also, don't forget to check out my latest videos and like this video if you enjoyed. If you haven't already, please subscribe. It's a great time here. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you want to support my channel, my Patreon link is in the description, all along with all of my socials. I hope you guys are having a great day, night, morning, whenever you're watching. I love you guys so much, and hopefully I'll see you guys back here really, really soon. Bye guys.